set for the men's 400 IM final. And then there was one, Rowdy. Michael Phelps has had 2 of his world records broken here this week in South Korea. This is the lone one left on the books. 4:03.84 for Michael on his way to those historic 8 gold medals in Beijing. There's no Chase Kalish in this race. Michael was Chase's mentor, but he failed to qualify, has not been on his game. As you look at Peter Burnett come out for Hungary, Chase finished with the bronze in the 200 as he was looking to defend both those titles, but just has not been swimming to the degree that we've seen in the past. There is Joan Luis Pons Ramon of Spain up there in lane 1. He was 3rd at the recent European Championships. Down in lane 7, Maxime Chemberev of Azerbaijan. First final for his country. Lewis Clareburt of New Zealand is up in lane 2. He was 5th at the Pan Pacs last summer. This is his first World Championship final. Down in lane 6, representing Great Britain. Brits have never won a medal in this event, but he was 4th in the last Worlds and the Olympics, so maybe it is Max's time to break through on the podium. So it's up to Jay Leatherland for the United States, with Kalish failing to make the final. He's looking for his first individual medal at a Worlds. Qualified 3rd, he was 5th at the Olympics, and Leatherland swimming well, so who knows. Arjan Nipping of the Netherlands is next to the favorite, Seto. Nipping in lane 5. Dropped 5 seconds in the last year off his time, but nonetheless, Daiya Seto, who's looking for the sweep in both IMs, is probably the biggest favorite of the night, Rowdy. He took silver in the 200 fly earlier, that gold in the 200 IM, and is having himself quite a championship.
He might be the favorite even if Chase Kalish had made the final. That's how good of a year this young man has had at 25, swimming the best of his entire career. I think if he wins this, and even if he doesn't, but certainly if he does, Dan, he's the best all-around swimmer in the world. Jay Leatherland kind of just has been flying under the radar. All the glory over the last couple years has gone to Chase Kalish, and this guy has overachieved time and time again, been in the top 5 in the world the last 3 years, Dan. This is a guy that you would love to see break in there and get a medal. And he's been sitting around all week long. First swim of the meet comes on the 8th day.
Unbelievable. And you're swimming right next to Seto, who's been on his game all week. You don't have Chase Kalish to kind of take the spotlight away. I mean, the biggest moment of his career by far, Leatherland. By the way, not only does Jay not have an individual medal, Seto's the only guy in the field that has one, and he's got several of them. So Seto in the middle of the pool, a huge favorite to make it a clean sweep in the individual medleys.
What a difference one race makes. Very few World Championships medals compared to the women's 50 was 75. You're right, Seto is the only one with a lot of hardware with 6 World Championship medals, and great butterflyer. Best stroke, obviously. Silver medalist in the 200 butterfly earlier in the competition, the Milok's world record, 153 plus there. He is so good in the butterfly, so good on the front half. He might have a 2-second lead after the 200 mark.
So Kalish won it a couple of years ago, but Seto took the 2 goals before that. So he's trying to become the first swimmer to win this race 3 times. Phelps did it twice. Lochte did it a couple times. Some great swimmers have done it, including Tom Dolan of the United States. So Seto has a chance to distinguish himself in that category, as he has the lead after the 2 fly legs. Clareburt up there running 2nd for New Zealand up there in lane 2, and it's Leatherland below Clareburt in 3rd.
Good start for Leatherland. He was about 7/10 faster than he went in the prelims. And Dan, this field is not that impressive. I mean, you even said it, Nipping right down there, who's really struggling at the moment. He wasn't even in the top 25 in the world last year. There are only 4 performers in the top 10 in the world this year in here. And he's got a great backstroke, a weak breaststroke. I'm talking about Jay. But if he could just kind of hang in there, especially after this first 100 looking so good, he's got his chance at a medal, because freestyle is Jay's best stroke.
So Seto is cruising. Above him is Leatherland. And it appears that Litherland is running second. He has passed Clareburt. Indeed he has, as they hit the halfway point here and go to the breaststroke. Seto with a clear lead, followed by Litherland, more than a second back. Clareburt is more than a second and a half back.
That's what we figured, about a 2-second lead. He was almost a second and a half faster than he went in the prelims after that first 200. So that's really good news for Litherland. And actually, he can kind of get into a race right now with Clareburt right above him. I think that's good because he can use his peripheral vision to kind of check him out. He needs to race him because this guy right here is also a very good freestyler. Litchfield might be the best freestyler in the field next to Seto, maybe. Litherland possibly too. So don't give up on Litchfield. He can close in a hurry. So you never know what this race is going to shape up to be. But right now, Litherland's doing a really good job.
Yeah, Litchfield snuck in there in the fourth position as Seto is way out ahead of the field. Litherland still in that second position. Clareburt still running third as they get set for the final 2 lengths of the pool in the freestyle to decide it. Litchfield sneaking up there, should be fourth as they hit the final 2 lengths of the pool. Seto is going to win it unless something crazy happens as he's looking smooth. But here comes Jay Litherland, who has an excellent freestyle.
Boy, you just right now, you've got to, if you're an American fan, you're standing on your feet for Jay Litherland. This is a guy that he was 5th at the Olympic Games. He was 5th at the 2017 World Championships. So close. Everybody talks about Chase Kalish over the last 3 years, as they should. But this guy is so steady. He's been there for the United States time and time again. And he's actually sneaking up on Seto.
Seto is being challenged a little bit by Litherland, who looks like he's got the silver medal pulled away without Chase Kalish here. Jay Litherland looking for his moment at the World Championships. He's gaining on Seto. Jay Litherland is gaining on Daiya Seto, who exactly is not looking real strong. I believe Seto's going to hang on, but boy, did Litherland give him a run. Clareburt with the bronze, and a personal best for Jay Litherland in the biggest race of his life.
Another 5 meters. Jay Litherland would have caught the best all-around swimmer in the world. What a gutsy performance by this young man. 23 years of age. He goes his best time in his one and only event that he swims here in Korea. Unbelievable. What a great swim. And you know, you knew that Seto was going to be the guy, and he certainly was after 300. That's 200 right there. Had that big lead, but Jay's hanging in there. Hanging in there. He was 56.9, by the way, Dan, on that last 100 in the 400 IM. And look at the lead that Seto has, Dan. I mean, that's a big lead, dude. I mean, that is a huge lead. And then this final turn, I mean, it looks like, oh, that's another huge lead. Jay's going to settle for silver. He's not settling for anything. He's going to fight and fight and fight and fight. He was almost 3.5 seconds down at the 300. Looking at him. He's staring at him. Just runs out of room.
Seto was just hanging on by a thread. It was not a typical Seto finish, but Litherland put the pressure on at the end. And you can forget about Litherland not having an individual medal. He's got a silver, and he did it right next to the best all-around swimmer in the game today. Litherland put the heat on him, but in the end, Seto does indeed become the first swimmer to win this race 3 times, and Clareburt puts away the first medal in this race for New Zealand.
We do have Jay, so it was 5th in Rio, 5th at Worlds 2 years ago. Now you have a silver, and you were this close to a gold.
I can't explain it. Yeah, I mean, that was a fun race, so that's all I gotta say.
What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you to walk away with a silver, your first big international medal?
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting around all week, so just being able to make it back, and then as well just all these guys on the U.S. team, they're setting a great example with medaling and records, and I wanted to be on that, so I'm glad I was able to do it.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.